In the world of cars, hype is everything. A bold design, a famous badge, or a flashy commercial can turn an ordinary machine into a pop culture phenomenon, at least for a while. But not every car lives up to the excitement. Some were billed as revolutionary, but turned out to be deeply flawed. Others became legendary thanks to movies or marketing, even though their performance, reliability, or value just didn't hold up in the real world. Today, we're diving into the 10 most overhyped cars in history. Machines that promised the stars but delivered little more than smoke and mirrors. Number 10. When people hear Mustang, they think of raw American muscle and tire-burning performance. But the Mustang II? It was a buzzkill on wheels. Born during the 1970s oil crisis, Ford decided to shrink down the iconic pony car into a fuel-conscious, Pinto-based shell of its former self. Gone were the V8 roars and high-speed thrills. Instead, you got a weak inline 4 or a sluggish V6 paired with bloated styling and disappointing handling. Sure, it sold decently thanks to timing, but anyone expecting a true Mustang experience got a glorified economy car with a famous badge slapped on it. Overhyped by the Mustang legacy itself, this generation is often regarded as a low point in Ford's performance history. Number 9. The SRT Demon was pitched as the ultimate street-legal drag car. On paper, it's a beast, 840 horsepower, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.3 seconds, and a quarter-mile time that's downright scary. But here's the catch. It was built for the strip, not the street. Outside of that quarter-mile lane, the Demon is absurdly impractical. Its skinny front tires and drag setup are laughable for road use. It only came with one seat standard. You had to pay $1 for passenger seat. And its massive power made it hard to use in everyday conditions. Add the limited production run and aggressive marketing campaign, and you got a car that became more about bragging rights than real-world driving enjoyment. Cool? Absolutely. Worth the hype? Debatable. Number 8. Chevy tried to cash in on retro nostalgia with the SSR, an odd blend of convertible, pickup truck, and hot rod. It had a retractable hardtop, flared fenders, and a retro-style body that turned heads, but only until you drove it. Underneath that flashy skin was a heavy, sluggish vehicle that didn't know what it wanted to be. The early models came with a weak 5.3L V8 and slow acceleration. Even when Chevy later upgraded it with a Corvette-sourced LS2 engine, it couldn't shake its awkward identity crisis. Overpriced and overstyled, the SSR was marketed as a lifestyle vehicle with cool factor. Unfortunately, the hype couldn't mask the fact that it didn't deliver in performance, practicality, or sales. Number 7. This car was supposed to be the ultimate British hypercar. At concept, the Jaguar XJ220 wowed the public with promises of a V12 engine, all-wheel drive, and exotic performance to rival anything on Earth. But when it finally reached production, Jaguar had quietly swapped the V12 for a twin-turbo V6 and dropped AWD in favor of rear-wheel drive. Buyers felt cheated, especially considering the sky-high price tag. It was still fast, once the fastest production car in the world, but it was a PR disaster. Legal battles, delivery delays, and crashing resale values followed. The XJ220 became a cautionary tale of how unmet expectations can destroy the legacy of an otherwise impressive machine. Number 6. The BMW i8 looked like something straight out of sci-fi film. Gull-wing doors, futuristic lighting, and carbon fiber construction. BMW pitched it as a hybrid supercar tomorrow, combining sustainability with style and speed. But while it nailed the looks, it stumbled in performance. A 3-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor sounds innovative, but the i8 wasn't fast enough to compete with sports cars in its price range, and its EV-only range was underwhelming. The interior tech felt outdated within a few years, and enthusiasts quickly realized it was more show than go. Despite the hype and aggressive marketing, the i8 ended up being a niche statement piece rather than a true supercar revolution. Number 5. The hype around the Cybertruck was off the charts. With its angular, stainless steel design and claims of being bulletproof and virtually indestructible, Elon Musk had the world watching. The demo even promised shatterproof glass, only for it to shatter during a live event. As production finally rolled out in 2023, reality didn't match the science fiction. The design proved polarizing. The interior was bare bones, and initial models didn't meet the ambitious range or towing claims made years earlier. Not to mention, the price ballooned far beyond the originally promised $39,900 base. Despite being a tech marvel in some areas, the Cybertruck became a symbol of tech world overpromise and underdelivery. Number 4. The Fiero had potential. A mid-engine, two-seat American sports car for masses? Sign us up. But GM sabotaged its own creation. The early Fieros were underpowered with iron block 4 cylinders and parts borrowed from GM's economy lineup. Worse, quality control was a disaster. Early models suffered from engine fires, shoddy construction, and suspension flaws. Pontiac hyped it as sporty and futuristic, but it drove like a compact commuter. By the time they fixed many of its issues in later years, the Fiero's reputation was in the gutter. It became the poster child for missed opportunity, and the overhype made the letdown even worse. Number 3. Now this one is sure to spark debate. The MK4 Supra is a legend thanks to the Fast and the Furious and the tuning community. But let's be honest, the massive hype has turned it into something it never truly was. The 2JZ engine is indeed bulletproof and tunable, but stock performance was solid, not supernatural. It wasn't rare at the time, it wasn't particularly luxurious, and it had handling quirks. The modern myth around it has driven prices into six-figure territory, even for used models. Great car? Sure. Overhyped to god-tier levels largely because of pop culture and nostalgia? Absolutely. Number 2. The Hummer H2 was supposed to be the ultimate off-road beast for suburban warriors. GM marketed it as a rugged, unstoppable machine, but in reality, it was a rebodied Chevy Tahoe with massive bulk, weak visibility, and off-road abilities that didn't match its looks. It weighed over 6,000 pounds, got around 10 miles per gallon, and handled like a boat. Still, it was priced like a luxury SUV and adopted by celebrities and wannabe tough guys alike. The H2 became a rolling symbol of excess and environmental indifference, more about image than substance. The hype sold a lifestyle, but the actual vehicle was little more than a dressed-up truck. Number 1. Topping the list is the car that became a pop culture icon for all the wrong reasons. The Delorean DMC-12 looked futuristic with its stainless steel body and gull-wing doors, and Back to the Future gave it eternal fame. But in the real world, it was a mechanical mess. The engine was painfully underpowered. The build quality was subpar, and reliability was laughable. It was slow, heavy, and often felt like a kit car with fancy doors. The hype surrounding its launch and the media frenzy around John DeLorean's drug bust only made things worse. Today it's a classic, but not because it was a great car. It's the most overhyped car in history because its real-world performance was so far below its silver screen status.